Welcome back to another exciting week. I have a whole bunch stored for this week. It's going to be really fun. So, Science Monday, we're doing a rain cloud experiment. For Alphabet Tuesday, we are going to be writing our name plus upper and lowercase letters M and O with our fingers using shaving cream. On Wednesday, we're going to be making a paper plate flower. Thursday, we're going to be using Play-Doh again, which is really fun, and making certain creatures and different by using different shapes and making them, which is going to be really fun. And for Cooking Friday, we are going to be making soft pretzels. So we have a very busy but fun week. But first, to start off our Science Monday, I'm going to read There Once Was a Cowpoke Who Swallowed an Ant. Written by Helen Kettman and illustrated by Will Terry. There once was a cowpoke who swallowed an ant, a fiery thing with a Texas-sized sting. The cowpoke panted, and his voice got higher. Yippee-ti-yay, my stomach's on fire. So he swallowed a spider, leggy and hairy, that was big as a bat and horribly scary. He swallowed the spider to bite the ant that was stinging his stomach and making him pant. But Spider's legs wiggled and waggled, and the cowpoke's stomach jiggled and jaggled. So he swallowed a roadrunner, hungry and lean, to dash right in and clean up the scene. He swallowed Roadrunner to eat the spider, to bite the ant that was stinging his stomach and making him pant. But Roadrunner ran so lightning quick that cowpoke started to get seasick. So he swallowed a lizard, a horned spiky critter that was scratchy to swallow and terribly bitter. He swallowed the lizard to chase Roadrunner, to eat the spider, to bite the ant that was stinging his stomach and making him pant. But Lizard's skin was scritchety-scratchy, and the cowpoke's stomach got terribly itchy. So he swallowed a dillo, the 9-banded type, that was hard as a rock and smelled really ripe. He swallowed the dillo to scare the lizard, to chase Roadrunner, to eat the spider, to bite the ant that was stinging his stomach and making him pant. But Dillo's claws were sharp as a pointy old rake, so the cowpoke rustled a rattle-tail snake. Then he swallowed that snake to catch the dillo, to scare the lizard, to chase Roadrunner, to eat the spider, to bite the ant that was stinging his stomach and making him pant. But Snake made his rattle shiver and shake, and the cowpoke's whole body quivered and quaked. So he swallowed a boar, nasty and mean, with the sharpest tusks he'd ever seen. But Boar's tusk jabbed the cowpoke instead, and the cowpoke shouted, "I wish I was dead." He swallowed the boar to poke the snake, to catch the dillo, to scare the lizard, to chase Roadrunner, to eat the spider, to bite the ant that was stinging his stomach and making him pant. So he swallowed a longhorn with horns like a lance. I reckon this critter might be my last chance. He swallowed the longhorn to trample the boar, to poke the snake, to catch the dillo, to scare the lizard, to chase Roadrunner, to eat the spider, to bite the ant that was stinging his stomach and making him pant. When Longhorn showed up, Boar set off like a flash. Longhorn couldn't catch him to turn him to mash. The cowpoke got mad and stomped on his hat. "I'll just do it myself, I reckon that's that." Then he saddled his horse, took his rope off the shelf. "If I want it done right, I will do it myself." So he swallowed his rope, he swallowed his horse, and then he swallowed himself, of course. He swallowed himself to lasso the longhorn, to trample the boar, to poke the snake, to catch the dillo, to scare the lizard, to chase Roadrunner, to eat the spider, to bite the ant that was stinging his stomach and making him pant. How is it even possible, him swallowing himself? He jumped on his horse and rode with great speed and lassoed the longhorn to start the stampede. And finally, out raced Longhorn with the lasso a-flappin'. Out followed Boar, his hooves just a-tappin'. Out slithered Snake in a very fast crawl. Out came the dillo, rolled in a ball. Out skittered Lizard, hot on his trail. Out followed Roadrunner, nipping his tail. Out raced Spider, Jackrabbit fast, and then came the ant, rid of at last. The cowpoke climbed off his horse. "Whew, I'm all spent. My get up and go has got up and went. So he pulled his boots off his feet and his hat off his head. Then he shuffled inside and fell into bed. The end. For today's science experiment, we are talking about rain. How does it happen? How does it happen? So I'm going to demonstrate. So this is a puddle. I'm going to put it down. So when a puddle is on the ground and the sun is really hot, all of the water droplets are going to rise into the atmosphere. So this is called vapor, so it's going to rise. So the puddle disappears, it's going up into the sky, and it's going to cool down. Once it cools down, it's going to form those tiny little water droplets through something called condensation. So these tiny droplets then turn into clouds, and when they all combine together, they grow bigger and they become so heavy that they can't stay up in the air anymore. So that's when the rain is going to fall. So to show this demonstration, I have a jar. I filled it up this far with water, and then up top is going to be my cloud. So I use shaving cream. This is my cloud. So all that vapor that rose up into the air, and it's going to form those tiny water droplets, and when it gets too heavy, it's going to start falling. So I have, to demonstrate it, water with blue food coloring. It works best with the liquid food coloring, but I only had gel, so I don't know how well this is going to work, but let's see. So I'm going to start adding it into the clouds. And you also, if you're feeling very sciencey, you can put some goggles on. Oh, you saw one droplet fall. So when it gets really heavy, it's going to start falling. You can start seeing there's this line of blue under here. It's getting heavier. See if I shine a flashlight into it. You can see, yep, see, look. You can see that inside here it's turning blue. So that's when it starts to rain. The cloud is so heavy that there it goes. I'm going to add all of the water. See if it just falls. See, it's raining. It's raining in a jar. It's pretty cool. So that just demonstrates what happens up in the sky. So the cloud got too heavy to hold it and it falls. So a fast experiment for today. That's Science Monday. And I will see you for Alphabet Tuesday. Thank you for joining me.